Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. I wanted to pop on here and just film a simple, quick little tutorial on how I clean my makeup brushes and my sponges, as you can see here. And it's kind of just a random weeknight. I really needed to clean my brushes and just getting things done around the house like laundry and showering. So I just decided to come on here and show you guys how I clean them. And I am filming on my iPhone, so I'm kind of testing out to see how it looks and sounds here, so just take note of that. If it looks any different from my other videos, that's why. This was actually something that someone had asked me on how I clean my brushes on my Q&A video. Down on the comment section, I did get that question on how I clean my brushes. I did find this method on YouTube myself a while back, and ever since I've done it, I loved it. It makes my brushes really soft and my sponges look brand new. So I wanted to, show you guys how easy it is. You only really need two things: coconut oil and dish soap. It could be any dish soap, but I use Dawn. And I did go and buy this coconut oil at a local grocery store called WinCo, and this huge tub was $10, so that's a really good deal. Just use a spoon to scoop out a good amount. I do have lots of brushes, so I'd say about 2 spoonfuls. And then you're also going to do the dish soap. So it's about equal parts coconut oil to dish soap. What you're going to want to do is create like a paste with the coconut oil and the dish soap. And I just use a little dish, clean dish that I have. Mix it all together. So you can see here it's a blue paste. And you don't need a lot of this, obviously use this sparingly. You obviously will need something to lay your brushes on. I just have here hand towels, and then this little towel will be to kind of rinse off the excess water that you'll have on the brushes and sponges. So these are the sponges that I have. They're just my face sponge, and then I use this little like cheese looking sponge to sharpen up like my contouring stuff. So I want to show you guys what they look like before. They are very dirty. I don't even know the last time I cleaned these, embarrassingly so. So you guys be sure to, clean your brushes and your sponges frequently. I believe they say like once a week, but I'm lucky if I do it once a month. But you definitely want to, clean them regularly. So let me show you guys what I do. For the sponges, I dip this in water first. Kind of dampen it up a little bit, and then I just go in and I dip it directly into the paste, about that much, and I start working this in the sponge really good. Kind of want to be over the sink in case stuff drips. I find with the sponge you will probably want to do this twice, but we'll see what it looks like afterwards. And then you want to start rinsing it off. And you want to rinse it until the water is clear. If you're still seeing a lot of brown because of the makeup, then you still have more rinsing and cleaning to do. So as you can see, it looks a whole lot better in my opinion. It still needs a little bit more. So just go in there and kind of work on the sides that you use the most. So obviously this flat end, just really work the paste in there. And don't be too rough with the sponges. You can rip the sponge if you're too rough on it. So as you can see, the water is a lot clearer now, and the sponge is pretty much all clean. So I just kind of press it on the towel and then transfer it to this napkin. So yeah, look at it. It looks really nice and clean. Obviously there's still going to be some makeup, but it's pretty much clean. Now I'll show you guys with this little cheese sponge, same deal. Just dip it in the paste and work it in. And this is what it looks like now clean, so it looks a lot better. Okay, so now with the brushes, this I go in and I just dunk it in directly. I don't rinse them with water first because I really want to saturate the brush with the paste really good. So I'll show you guys with a few brushes, and I'll do, you know, the rest off camera so this video isn't 1,000 years long, because I do have a lot of brushes that I need to clean, and some take a lot longer. Like these denser brushes that I use for foundation, you know, I find I do have to go in there a couple of times with the paste and rinsing to really get all the gunk out. And I'll probably clean the case itself or the brush holder itself because it gets dirty as well. I'm also gonna clean my lash curler because it gets gunk built up and stuff, and I really want to make sure that it's nice and clean and sanitized. Going back to the face brushes, this is what I use for my blush. So as you can see, it's, you know, dyed pink pretty much. These brushes were like a off-white color, so you can really see that they get used a lot. So I'm going in and I'm dunking this into the paste, you know, a good amount, and really working it in my hands. You can see like it's coming straight off. It's a lot of makeup, so just work it in there really good and start rinsing the brush off with water. You can see like instantly comes right off, which is why I love this combination. So I'm gonna do this one more time because you can still see a lot of the buildup there, but you can kind of see it's looking really, really good so far. So just kind of swirl it, really get it in there in your hands. The reason I like using the dish soap and the coconut oil is because it really conditions the brushes. You know, they look a lot, or they feel a lot softer afterwards because of the coconut oil. They don't get really like stiff. So I definitely recommend using coconut oil. Some people use olive oil, I've seen that, and I've actually done that before, but I just find this actually cleans it really nice and leaves them way more conditioned than the olive oil. So rinse it, really squeeze all the water out as much as you can without pulling on the actual bristles, because you don't want to pull apart or rip the bristles out. Make sure there's no soap, really rinse it good. And then I'll go in, I'll just kind of swirl it on the towel so that it doesn't dry completely, you know, mushed. It's, you know, the hair brushes are spread out already, so there you go. You can see it looks brand new. So just dry it off and lay it down flat. You can also, if you have like a clean container, you can have them dry facing down. You don't ever want to have them drying backwards because the water will go down and loosen up the glue that the brushes are, you know, sticking onto. So you want to make sure that you either lay them flat down or facing down. Now moving on to, you know, my eyeshadow brushes. These don't require as much paste. Just dunk it in once, swirl it around, and start rinsing. I do this one about twice, just dunk again, swirl around. I use this Morphe M433 brush like every day, so it gets heavy use. So I'm really trying to make sure to get this one nice and clean. So it looks like this one has been dyed because of the heavy pigmented shadows, but I've gone and done this about 3 times now and it's still got that, you know, orangey red color, but that's okay. As long as you know they're clean, sometimes they will get stained. So like these flatter foundation, like paintbrush styles, these are definitely ones that you want to work, you know, and do more than a couple times, because they build up a lot of makeup because they're just so dense. So just keep that in mind, that you want to really work the paste several times with these brushes. Going in again, and really working it in. And just make sure you squeeze the excess water out and run it on the towel and lay it down flat. So yeah, I mean, you can see this one cleaned very nicely. Looks, you know, brand new. And don't forget to, you know, kind of clean the handles too. Those get dirty. Well, let me go ahead and show you guys how I do the lash curler. So this little sponge part comes off. So I make sure to take that off and also clean this on its own. So just dunk it into the paste, work it in your hands. I use like waterproof mascara, so a lot of this skunk really builds up on my lash curler. Lay that to dry, and then again with this, just dunk it. You're gonna really want to work this in, and I'm probably gonna have to use my nails to honestly get this gunk off, because it's a lot of buildup. Okay, so now it's nice and shiny and new. Just dry it off and lay it to one side. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the rest of these brushes, and I'll pop on and show you guys how they look afterward. I let these lay here overnight, and they should be ready to use by the morning. They'll be nice and dry and like brand new. So here are all the brushes nice and clean and laid out. They look brand new. I'm excited to use them all over again and do my makeup with them. You know, it is important that you clean your brushes regularly and be obviously sanitizing them. Unfortunately, I did learn the hard way. I did get pink eye, so I wanted to make sure that, you know, within my brushes, I will have to sanitize my makeup and throw out, you know, mascara and eyeliners and things. So just, you know, again, the importance of keeping your brushes clean. I don't know if it was because of this, but either way, it is important that you keep your brushes clean and nice so that your makeup goes on better, obviously, as well, and you're just keeping your face away from germs and bacteria, and sometimes mold can, you know, start building up. So just be very, you know, cautious of that. But, you know, this is all you need is coconut oil and dish soap, and create that paste. I did make more than I really needed, so I would say about a scoop, you know, a spoonful of each, make a paste, and you guys are gonna love it, I promise. And it makes cleaning my brushes really easy. And I did also clean the container and my lash curler and things. Like I said, leave them drying here flat or, you know, facing down, and they'll be ready to use. Hopefully this video helped you guys see how easy it is to clean, the importance of cleaning your makeup brushes. If you guys are interested in seeing anything else, any other tips and advice from me, let me know in the comments down below. But hopefully this video was helpful for some of you guys, and especially the ones that were curious about how I clean my makeup brushes. This is how I do it. And thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video so that I know, you know, to keep doing more videos like these. I love doing DIYs, showing my tips. I did post a recipe of my cookies here in this kitchen last week, so if you haven't checked that out, go ahead. And I have other makeup tutorials and favorites and things. So you guys subscribe to enjoy more videos like these. Thanks for watching, guys.